What should I do if I suspect that my family member has had a brain injury or concussion after an accident? Hi, I'm Kevin McManus. I'm a personal injury attorney in Kansas City and happy to answer that question for you. We get this question actually more often than you'd think. This is typically how it goes. A family member will call our office and tell us about an accident that their loved one was in. And they'll say that they didn't think their loved one was visibly injured. There was no lacerations and no bleeding. That they went to the ER and they were given pain pills just for some neck pain and released. But when they came home, their loved one just wasn't acting quite right. They weren't acting themselves. And that usually allows me the opportunity to really dive in to what exactly are they talking about. That is something I hear a lot. And the way to really get us to understand more is to have them talk a little bit more about the symptoms their loved one's experiencing. And we actually have a brain injury checklist that you can download on our website that lists some of these symptoms and signs of a concussion or brain injury. And the key thing I want you to know about this is you do not need to hit your head to have a brain injury or a concussion. You do not need to lose consciousness to have a concussion or a brain injury. The force of an accident, the shaking of your head itself, can lead to a concussion or brain injury. And those can have lasting impact and require lasting care after a crash. Post-concussion symptoms include things like not remembering not being able to speak well, messing up your words, having attention problems, emotional problems, all sorts of fatigue, difficulty sleeping, hearing issues, vision issues. These things may not arise immediately after an accident, but they can worsen over time. And so the most important thing that I would recommend you do, if you suspect these things are happening, you should download our checklist, check off any signs or symptoms that you're noticing, and then talk to a concussion specialist or a neurologist at your local hospital. Ask us. We'd be happy to tell you some options in your area, but talk to a medical specialist about these issues. And that will do two things. First, it will get it documented in the record soon after the crash, which is important. And number two, it will allow them to evaluate your loved one and help them get connected with specialists in your area to help treat some of those symptoms before they get worse. This is critical, and I'm glad you're listening to this video because I think it will help us address some of these issues for folks who don't know what to do after a crash when they suspect a concussion. A loved one has had a concussion or brain injury. If you have any questions, our law firm information is below. Thanks.